Roll call. Mr. Weddleton?
Here.
Ms. Kennedy?
Here.
Mr. Peterson? Mr. Constant?
Here.
Mr. Dunbar?
Here.
Ms. Zalatel?
Here.
Ms. Quinn Davidson?
Here.
And then non-members, Mr. Rivera? Mr. Perez Verdia? Ms. Allard?
Here.
Ms. LaFrance? Chair, so you have a quorum.
All right, thank you. So we have sent an agenda. The first item is resolution on cannabis, retail marijuana establishment. Second item, 2020-103, which was also scheduled for a work session on Friday. And we've decided to skip it at this meeting and just go to the work session. So that leaves cannabis. Unfortunately, with cannabis, we did not get the packet, so there was nothing to review. And looking through the agenda for our upcoming Tuesday, approval of this one is not on that agenda, so there's no immediate push. So this could be a very, very short meeting if we do everything right. So, and then accidentally the agenda that was posted online also is for our meeting tomorrow, which is a subcommittee regarding emergency shelters. So, so I don't believe we have anything to accomplish today except for figuring out when cannabis should happen.
Mr. Chair, I think the planning department has the cannabis information. Ryan's in the queue if you want to call him to.
Yeah, Ryan, go ahead.
Yes, good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I can kind of explain the confusion on this case. The packet was approved through the internal review system yesterday. So this item will or should appear on the addendum for Tuesday's agenda. There was an intent by the planning department to postpone this item for 2 weeks due to a noticing error on behalf of the planning department. It's no fault of the applicants at all. What had happened is we were supposed to notice this case to the Mountain View Community Council, which is where the petition site resides. But by accident, we had noticed the Midtown Community Council, and that error wasn't discovered until we were within that 21-day minimum noticing period. So what we would request the Assembly do would be to take up the item on Tuesday, open the public hearing, but continue it until the 27th, and do not take action on it until the 27th to allow that full 21-day noticing period to the Mountain View Community Council to take place. But also allow anybody who did receive a public notice advertising the 13th, the ability to testify on the 13th on this item.
I gotcha. Okay. So to the applicant, will that work for you?
Yes, that's no problem.
Okay. Okay, anyone on the committee have thoughts on that? Okay, I'm looking. Sorry, did someone get in the chat? I'm not seeing chat. If anyone on the wants to speak up, go ahead. Okay, my chat showing up.
John, this is Crystal, and I'll just say that I agree that I think we can just wait until it's introduced on Tuesday, and then have a committee meeting on it later in the month. So thanks.
Yeah, okay. Any other thoughts? Well, if someone makes a motion to adjourn, we can all head on to our days. I think we're done.
About
Sorry, go ahead.
what about public comment?
Beg your pardon? Oh, I'm sorry,
Eugene.
Eugene. No, you're right. Thank you. Any comments from the public?
Just note for the record, it's Eugene. I look on the materials that you have on the site, on that website, committee page for this committee. It's showing the date of October 8th in time. So you've got your materials screwed up as far as time and date scenario for this meeting. That's today. So you moved it, I guess, to today instead of Thursday normally. Did you catch that?
I caught a little bit. I'm sorry. I got dropped for a moment, Mr. Haberman.
Oh, all I'm saying is
You could repeat.
Yes, thank you. And I just, my only remark is this, that's all. I know, you, that where you have the site for your committee information on the muni site, looking at that is showing on October 8th. And it's also showing, so your meeting is today, the 7th. Your notice is showing the 7th, but the agenda is showing the 8th. That's what I'm saying to you. Okay, at a time believe it's 9 o'clock, whatever. So I guess your normal meeting is usually Thursday, but you moved it to Wednesday, but it doesn't reflect that to the agenda.
Right, that agenda is for tomorrow's meeting, so that was one of the errors that we stumbled on. So that's correct. And sorry about that.
Okay.
We switched the date to accommodate school district changes and so on. So for I think the next couple meetings through this month, possibly we'll have meetings Wednesday starting at 8, and tomorrow we'll also start at 8 to accommodate school schedule.
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
That's all I have to say.
All right, Mr. Constant?
Yeah, just note that it's to accommodate parents in the school district whose lives got confounded by the way the school is being driven, not so much the school district.
Right, okay, yeah, appreciate that. So, okay, anything else? Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you. So on the 13th, I just show up to the assembly. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that would be helpful. So the 13th we'll have open the public hearing. This will typically, these are the very end of the meeting. And
Okay.
you can actually listen in to us either on TV or on your phone and see how we're tracking. We'll open the public hearing, which typically is very brief. It's rare to have anyone speak. You're certainly welcome to. And you'll have 3 minutes. And then the plan is to continue the public hearing. So there'll just be a motion to continue the public hearing. I would expect that to succeed. And the next meeting, you'll be earlier in the agenda, and we'll open it up again and likely make a decision then. The Thursday before the meeting on the 29th, I think it is, 27th, we'll have another meeting like this one, but we'll have the information and we'll go through it in more detail.
Okay, but on the 13th, do I show up to the assembly meeting, or do I do that, or?
It's kind of optional to you. It's nice if you're there
Okay.
just in case something came up, if someone
no
had
problem.
questions. But if you weren't, 2 weeks later, we'll have it up again, and then we'll have a meeting like this. It would be really good to have you there.
Okay, yeah, I have no problem with that.
Okay, great. All right, thanks everyone.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.